So productivity can solve nearly everything. Let me ask you a question. Are all of your agents right now operating up to their fullest potential? Are you seeking new and exciting ways right now to boost agent productivity? Or maybe you find yourself in your business vulnerable because perhaps 20% of the agents represent 80% or more of the production. Well, let me show you how the Locker Room specializes in helping boost agent productivity, leading to happier agents, more growth, and increased profitability. If the Locker Room is known for one thing, it's absolutely increasing productivity. So if you've identified this as one of your greatest opportunities for improvement, let us show you some solutions here at the Locker Room that we provide our partners. But before we do that, let's see if any of these sound familiar to you, as these are the most common things that we hear from broker owners and leaders. Beginning with not enough engaged agents. We know how hard that is to get agent engagement, and it definitely starts there because we know engaged agents result in higher producing agents. Maybe it's about no coaching and training calendar that supports the goals of the agents. Or perhaps it's a lack of time or staff for training and coaching. No proven systems for results. And finally, the 80-20 rule, which leaves you vulnerable, meaning 20% of your agents right now may be doing 80% or even more of the total production. So what I want to do now is show some of our favorites when it comes to productivity, beginning with a short video regarding our Track Plus program, which is our flagship program, and we'll talk about that more here in just one moment. So there's a short little hype video for our Track Plus program, but you might be asking, well, what is it? Well, what is it is a 12-week goal-crushing curriculum that we have created from years of experience, tons and tons of our coaches coming together, bottling it up with what we know works best and leaving the rest. So how many of your agents or people that you've talked to in this business say they want to earn six figures? A lot of them, right? Well, we believe that this is absolutely the simplest path to earning six figures in real estate. We've had thousands and thousands of agents go through this, right? Right now, we're leading a national track launch. We've got nearly 600 agents doing this all across the country together. It's absolutely magical and a lot of fun. So we're going to talk more about that. But again, these are just some of the favorites and samples of the things that we provide our partners to really boost and increase productivity, right? So let's take a deeper dive look into a couple of these items, which is the Locker Room University, the Locker Room Toolkit, and the Locker Room Success System, so we can speak more about how we can help you increase productivity. Okay, so beginning with the Locker Room University, one of my favorites. So right here, you're looking at the dashboard. So this is what every single agent, up to 100 user seats, if you're a partner with us, agents would receive, plus yourself and your leadership team. And so over here on the left-hand side, you can see the navigation bar. So for brokers and leaders, if I click on that, it drops down to every single category, making it easier for you to search and find what you're looking for. So in this case, if I clicked on productivity, this is what you get. And you can see through some of these titles and topics, some of the courses that we've recently done and had conversations around, all back here at your fingertips when it comes to all things productivity related. Now, of course, on the agent side, if I click on that agent drop down, they've got their own strategies and different topics and categories, especially when it comes to lead generation, lead follow-up, which, as we know, equals productivity itself. So a lot of various courses. We've got hundreds of courses back here, thousands of hours of material, and we're adding to not only this, but as well as the toolkit on a weekly basis. So let's go to the toolkit next. Over here again on the left-hand side, you or your agents would be able to click on the toolkit, and that would pull up this. Now, because you're a leader, you would have access to not only the leadership tools, but as well as the agent toolkit. So right now I'm in the leadership toolkit, and you can get a sense with some of the categories and topics here, but right there, you've got the productivity tools, 43 files in that one, so on and so forth. So it's grab and go, it's done for you solutions, versus sitting there creating content, reinventing the wheel. Odds are something you're looking for is back here. And hey, if it's not, let us know. We're just as much content creators here as we are coaches. And then, of course, I'll give you a quick glance at the agent toolkit as I just toggled over. And this is what your agents would have access to with downloadable files and tools right here at their fingertips. Now, something very special to us is that we created is called the Locker Room Success System. So if you partner with the Locker Room and work with one of our growth partners as your personal coach, this would come included as well. So what this is especially relevant to productivity, it's a tool that represents or is a part of the broader Locker Room Success System itself. So this playbook tool, you've got several different tabs looking at month over month over month, some of the key categories that we want to track and be able to extract what's really going on here. What are the gaps or blind spots in the business, and what can we do about it sooner than later before letting too much time pass, all due to a lack of awareness. The wheel review here is a self-assessment where you get to assess the health and viability of your own business. And again, right here at Productivity, we ask you to rank yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 with training, coaching, and the numbers, the actual numbers being produced on a scale of 1 to 10. After that, it charts it here for you so we can really understand where are we expanding, where are we contracting, what are the opportunities from within. And because this is a 90-day exercise, every 90 days we are doing this and hopefully seeing increases. But as we know, increased growth, increased productivity comes with it a whole set of new problems. So while certain numbers may go up, maybe other numbers are affected and go backwards. And it's just this constant reinvention and recalibrating of the business. Of course, we have the 1-6-90 tab, which establishes what is the 1-year objective, the 6-month objective, and 90-day objective. And once we know that, then we create the 90-day plan. So every 90 days, there's a new plan in place, starting with what's the goal, what are the 3 big rocks or priorities that's going to help achieve that goal, and then up to 5 strategies underneath each one of those priorities. Last but not least is the value of the roster exercise. You want to talk about productivity. There's 12 distinct exercises and tools that we use this basic report for. It'll blow your mind. It's so much that we can extract from this simple report right here. But looking at who are those agents within these tiers of production and what do we need to do to get them up, to get them sustained, whatever the case may be. And there's just a lot of good conversation that stems from this. So all in all, these are just a taste of some of the things that we provide our partners when it comes to productivity. So let's talk about how we can go into business with each other next. We're going to go over the 5 primary ways on your path, your journey to a partnership with the Locker Room. Starting with partnership path number 1. Now, who is this for? This is for a broker owner or a leader who strives to be intentional about their own growth, about their own development, and of course, the foundational systems for a business. This includes broker owner resources within the Locker Room University, as well as the Locker Room Toolkit. This includes specialized training around growth, productivity, profitability, and retention, broker-to-broker community groups, a private Facebook community for broker owners and leaders exclusively, all for $497 a month. Now on partnership path 2, this might be for you if you're a broker owner who not only desires growth, development, and foundational systems, but also leverage through agent resources and productivity systems. The main difference here is now not just you, but also your agents get full-blown access to all tools, video training modules within the university, within the toolkit, versus partnership path 1, which is more or less exclusively for the leadership access only. Now here you're going to see a distinct difference. Right here it says, hey, you know what? I am ready for coaching. What does that include? What are my options? Well, at the partnership A level, this is for somebody who's a broker owner that desires a dedicated trainer for their agents to provide a high level of accountability and, of course, boost productivity. The main difference here is now you get a dedicated coach from the Locker Room to execute and provide a customized weekly done-for-you agent training calendar. What does this do? This frees you up to be able to go on more recruiting appointments, to focus on running the business and working on the business rather than in it. Now, of course, we would always love to have your involvement and or inclusion in these group sessions, but rest assured, one of our dedicated coaches is going to spend that time exclusively pouring into your agents above and beyond all of the access that you get to the resources. On the partnership B level, this is specifically for leaders and those broker owners out there. This is now somebody who doesn't necessarily need or isn't interested yet in the agent training and coaching element of things, but they say, you know what, I'm raising my hand. I want a coach from the locker room to partner with and help grow me, help grow the business through recruiting with proven systems that result in increased profitability. The primary difference here, again, is one of our specialized coaches is going to work exclusively one-on-one with you and or your leadership team. And that is where our one-of-a-kind locker room success system comes into play. This is our framework for creating amazing and duplicatable systems through a proven process. All of that, again, just for $1,500 a month. And of course, last but certainly not least, this is the ultimate leverage experience, the Partnership Plus package. This is somebody who's a broker owner that desires that ultimate leverage experience and may even seek to get out of production themselves. So here, above and beyond everything else you've heard, now you're getting the best of both worlds. You don't have to decide between one or the other. You're getting that one-on-one support and coaching from one of our coaches at the leadership level. But now you're also getting that specialized, done-for-you agent training that we conduct for you weekly. All of that in a nutshell for just $2,000 a month. So from here, we invite you to reach out to us. Let's have a conversation. If it's for you, great. If it's not, that's okay too. But let's have an exploratory strategy call with you. Reach out to us today, and let's go ahead and get started on that, on taking that next step.